Standard fine would be $300, though the court can deviate from that under extraordinary circumstances. It could be a fine up to $2,650, could be jail up to 364 days. The other case that you're here on,
There's jail time involved,
pardon?
jail time involved,
Possibly,
then I get a public defender.
possibly, yes. If the state stipulates that there would be no jail time, then no public defender. That's the prosecutor's decision, and then if conviction enters, there's no jail, it's fine only. But that statute technically does provide the possible jail sentence. The other case, 24M85, we've talked about before. Dog running at large, second offense, 2 counts. Failing to obtain dog license, first offense, $35 fine. Failure to redeem, comply, or pay an impound fee, 2 counts, $175 fine on each of those charges. So as far as I could tell, there are 2 open cases, both involving a dog at large basis. Mr. Cunningham, any questions?
I'm on SSI and the small pension from King Supers. I get less than a little over $900 a month. And my vehicle, the drive shaft broke. And it's cost me $800 for a new one. And I'm just trying to get ready for winter. My health took a turn 2 years ago. I had heart valve surgery, and smell of perfume really gets to me when I walked in, and so I had to go back out and get this. But I got her license, and I write my phone number all over the collar. And I live in the very back of Friendship Ranch, very, very, very back, very back. And I got Bubbles August 26th of 2021, and I've been remorseful ever since I got her. I mean, every time she goes missing on me, I go crazy. And the Great Pyrenees, she's a sweet dog. I'm convinced that she'll never hurt nobody. And the girl that used to work for me at Subway wanted me to go pick her out. I said, I want the most friendliest dog here at Dumb Friends League. And it was name your own price. But they determined she's 8 months old, so I paid $180 to get her out of there. And now they have no memory or recollection of me being there to give me proof that she's spaded. So I bought the unspaded license. And, because of my health, sometimes she gets out, just bolts on me, when she smells the bear or whatever around the neighborhood. And
Well, let's pause for a moment. I want to bring in the prosecutor for any thoughts on a plea offer that may be extended. Mr. Bankston, any thoughts?
This is a confusing case because I think he had some prior unpaid violations. Is that part of it? I don't know. That's just what I have in the reports. And this is like the 4th offense. So it's a real struggle for animal control as well as I'm sure it is for Mr. Cunningham, I guess I could offer him to plead to 2 counts, dog at large. One in 24M113 and one in the other 24M85.
And a stipulation to a fine only. Mr. Cunningham, the plea offer, and this is just a restatement of the offer, I'm not trying to do a sales pitch, would be to plead guilty to a dog running at large as a second offense. And in the new case, dog running at large, and Mr. Bankston, if you're okay with it, we would call that a third offense.
That's correct.
Stipulation for fines only. You can work out a payment plan or pay in full. That would be an $80 fine on the first, and we would say $150 fine on the third offense. So 80 on the second offense, 150 on the third offense, plus court costs are going to be an extra 25 or so. That's the plea offer. Now, you're presumed innocent. You can go to trial. You can get a lawyer, or you could choose to accept that offer or seek to renegotiate with the DA, but that's where we stand right now.
so how much am I looking at?
$260 roughly,
And what kind of payments?
25 a month, but there's an extra fee tacked on of, I think, $25.
All right, I'll take that offer. No. How long of a continuance can I get?
Couple months.
I'd rather be done with it. So what would be the total fine if I paid in cash right now?
We can run the simulation on case 24M85. If it's guilty to count one, second offense with an $80 fine plus costs. And then we go back to the newer case, 24M.
I don't have no unpaid fines. I paid in full.
Good.
I did pay in full last time I was here, and I did go buy a Park County dog license.
Good.
And I went and got her booster shots. So,
Okay. And then on the newest case, it would have been a $150 fine. And we would waive court costs on that one. So basically we could figure out if you can, Sandy, run that 24M85, what the total on that would be. On a second offense, $80 fine. We'll get to our advisements momentarily. Please stand by. It's going to be real close to $250 total. We'll give you an actual amount though. Did you have any other questions while we wait for that information? Okay. Yes.
that's as low as we can go.
Yeah, these fines step up on the repeat offenses, so. Okay, so it's going to be 280-ish if you accept the plea offer.
What would the outcome be if I fought it and lost?
If you lost all charges on the first case, it would be the well, on that first case, it was 130 something with an $80 fine. Okay. If it goes to trial and you're convicted on all charges, worst case scenario, you're looking at the $80 fine on the second offense plus court costs. On the newest case, well, let's go back to that one. It has 2 counts, dog at large, second offense. So that'd be 80 times 2. There'd be the no license, $35. There would be the failure to redeem, comply, or pay fines. That has to do with impound fees and whatnot, recovering your dog. That's $175 per count.
All right. I'll just go with the plea bargain. And I'll go out and take the freeze off my credit card and just pay it.
If you do make that choice, you're giving up your right to have a lawyer and to go to trial. Is that understood?
Yes.
Are you under the influence of any alcohol, drugs, or medications?
No, Your Honor.
Any other questions?
No. Take the offered plea, no contest.
Any objection to a no contest plea, Mr. Bankston?
No objection.
Let's start with 2024M85. Mr. Cunningham, how do you plead to one count of allowing a dog to run at large as a second offense?
No contest, offered plea.
You understand that by pleading no contest, a conviction will still enter, the fine and costs will still be imposed, but you're not admitting guilt, rather taking a path of not contesting the charge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. There will be an $80 fine on that, plus court costs, remaining charges dismissed. And on case 24M113, Mr. Cunningham, how do you plead to dog running at large as a third offense?
No contest.
Court will accept that as a knowing, voluntary, intelligent plea. Mr. Bankston, any comments?
Just the fine, Judge.
Any additional comments, Mr. Cunningham?
I don't own these dogs. They own me. They own me. They really do. But I love them to death. You know, I've had dogs all my life. I was born and raised in West Denver. My dad was a paramedic, Denver General, 1960, 1982. And him and my mom are buried at Fort Logan Cemetery. And they used to breed English Springer Spaniels.
Yeah, dogs are great, but
You guys
they
are
do.
harder. The dog court's more lenient in Denver, way more lenient. So
Well, unfortunately, your neighbors are intolerant of the
yeah, they're
transgression.
different up here, man. It's different up here. You know, my neighborhood where I grew up off First and Wolf. You know, you go driving to Friendship Ranch and people are like literally jumping in the ditch with their dog, acting like you're gonna run them over. You know, they don't do that in Denver. You know what I mean, or in the city. I mean, I don't know.
Well,
Fair play.
yeah, I've had dog issues in my neighborhood. I've had a dog that's gotten loose and hurt somebody. So dogs are dangerous and expensive. Just luckily, your dog hasn't caused any harm, and I'm convinced it's gentle.
She's good around chickens, ducks,
You know,
everything. It's a great pair of knees. Look up the breed on YouTube.
oh, I love them. They're great, gentle giants. But you got to keep her on your property.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So on that newest case, $150 fine, waiving court costs, so saving you a few bucks. Head down the hall, sir, and they'll get you going with payment.
I appreciate y'all.
Thanks for getting the license.
God bless. Have
Take
a
care.
wonderful forever.
All right, hope not to see you in here
Take
again.
care.
I hope not to, Your Honor. But
Okay.
what can I say? I can't find equal medium. I still ride my motorcycle.
Take care. All right, let's go to